distracted.
Only of you, sister.
I get better every day. And you always say it won't be long now. Well, it's time.
I will miss you, though, my sweet Aurora.
You're leaving? Hey! Tristan, no. I'll be better. Tristan.
It's all right. Her dosage while I'm gone, she may be a danger to others, to herself. Tell her I'll be back soon. I'll bring her a gift. Souvenir from New Orleans.
Delusional. Refreshingly optimistic. You're new.
What is it?
I received some unsettling information from Lucien Castle.
If you fed on this prophetic witch, her blood is still in your system. It's true. You have a terrible shadow over you. Rebekah, too. You will all fall. One by friend, one by foe, and one by family.
Lucien qualifies as both friend and foe.
We are to beware both friend and foe, but let us not forget family, Klaus.
We put him down just like old times.
Just like old times.
Brother, please.
Now, before we murder Lucien, what is he doing here? And the wolf venom, why would he lie to you, his sire?
Lucien! Come out, wherever you are.
I'm afraid you missed him.
Where is he?
At the police station.
And he allowed himself to be arrested.
He has nothing to hide.
Lucien's occupied. Perhaps we should entertain ourselves right here.
Well, I've never been one to turn down a snack. How much longer is this going to take?
Elijah and I can begin now. I've already shown you what visions of yours.
I'd like to see his, please.
His family is one of your concerns, and you two are brothers. Are you so sure? You want to see what I have to show you?
Well, I never could resist a good spoiler.
Well, at least your visions were specific.
And what of Marcel?
Find him and question him.
And where are you going?
I'm going to eliminate an old friend before he gets his teeth into my therapist.
I'm Aya. Nice to meet you, Marcel Gerard. Are you going to be rude, or are you going to offer me a drink?
I don't have time for this. Get her out of here.
What a disappointment. I was instructed not to leave without making you an offer. Will you hear my offer? Given that I'm 3 times your age, you held your own quite well. I suspect we could go at this for quite some time. I've been instructed to make you an offer. We'll adjourn to somewhere more appropriate.
For years, we labeled Klaus Mikaelson a monster, a bloodthirsty hybrid who burned villages, betrayed siblings, and left chaos in his wake. But here's the question we never really asked. When he died saving hope, when he let the Hollow consume him to protect the people he loved, was that just a final dramatic gesture, or the completion of the most gut-wrenching redemption arc in the entire TVDU? Let's stop seeing Klaus as the villain who finally did one good thing. Let's see him as the man who spent 1,000 years fighting his own darkness, and in the end, won, even if it cost him everything. Redemption isn't a moment, it's a lifetime of choosing better. Klaus's sacrifice didn't come out of nowhere. It was built on a decade of tiny, messy, untrying choices that no one gave him credit for. Remember when Hope was a baby and he stayed up all night calming her cries instead of running off to fight some vampire lord? When he let Marcel, his former protege, the guy he once tried to kill, raise her alongside him? When he walked away from Caroline, the love of his life, because he thought she deserved a future without his chaos? Those weren't villain moves. Those were the actions of a man who was slowly unlearning 1,000 years of rage and self-hatred. For centuries, Klaus acted out because he was scared. Scared he was just like his abusive father. Scared no one would ever love him. Scared he was irredeemable. But Hope changed that. She didn't care about his past. She just saw him as dad. And that love gave him something to fight for instead of fighting against. His final sacrifice was just the cherry on top proof that he'd gone from a man who destroyed everything he touched to a man who destroyed himself to protect what he loved. Redemption isn't about being perfect. It's about being better than you were yesterday. And by that standard, Klaus's redemption was complete. Did he find peace? Was it worth the cost? Now, let's get messy. Let's ask the hard questions. First, did Klaus Mikaelson finally find peace when he died? For 1,000 years, he was haunted by his mistakes, by the people he'd hurt, by the fear that he'd never be more than a monster. When he held hope one last time, when he said, "I love you," and faded into ash, do you really think he was scared? I think he was relieved. Relieved that he'd finally done something right. Relieved that he'd broken the cycle of abuse and pain that had defined his family for centuries. Relieved that hope would never have to fear him or the darkness he carried. Peace isn't about living forever. It's about knowing you've left things better than you found them. By that measure, yes, Klaus found peace. Now, the second question, was his sacrifice worth the cost for the supernatural community? Let's break it down. The Hollow was an ancient evil that fed on family bonds. Left unchecked, it would have destroyed not just the Mikaelsons, but every supernatural being in its path. Witches, vampires, werewolves, no one was safe. Klaus's sacrifice trapped the Hollow forever, ending its reign of terror. But the cost? A family lost their brother, a daughter lost her father, a community lost a very flawed protector. But here's the thing about sacrifice. Its worth isn't measured in what you lose. It's measured in what you save. And what Klaus saved was incalculable. Hope grew up to be the tribrid who protects the Salvatore School, who mediates between warring supernatural factions, who's become the balance the prophecy always said she'd be. The supernatural community isn't just safer because the Hollow is gone. It's better because Klaus's sacrifice taught them that even the darkest of us can choose light. Was it a steep cost? But was it worth it? Without a doubt. Let's talk. What do you think? Here's the thing about Klaus Mikaelson. He's not a character you can easily pin down. He's a monster. He's a hero. He's a dad. He's a tragedy. And his sacrifice? It sparked debates in the TVDU fandom for years. Did he deserve redemption? Was his peace earned? Would the supernatural community be better off if he'd found another way? I want to hear from you. Did Klaus's final act make up for his past mistakes? Do you think he truly found peace? Or was his death just